Hello, this is a new book called The Four Challenges of Jesus from the book Four Chair Discipling by Dr. Dan Spader. So, The Four Challenges of Jesus. What are the steps in the process of making disciples? What are the steps in the process of making disciples? Matthew chapter 28, verse 19 to 20 says, "Therefore go and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age." So it says here, okay. So there's a number 1 says, "Come and see." John chapter 1, verse 39 and 46. And then there's a saving faith in Jesus. To chair number 2, "Follow me." John chapter 1, verse 43. And then chair 3 is "Fish for people." Matthew chapter 4, verse 19. And then the 4th chair is "To go bear much fruit." John chapter 15, verse 16. So it says here, when Jesus commissioned us to make disciples of all the nations, he fully understood that disciple making was a process of turning self-serving people into fully devoted followers. Again, when Jesus commissioned us to make disciples of all nations, he fully understood that disciple making was a process of turning self-serving people into fully devoted followers. Every step of that process was supernatural. Jesus understood that people were at different stages of the process, and he ministered to them at their level of spiritual growth and maturity. In a world of instant everything, we need to be reminded that spiritual insight and maturity is a lifelong process, slow and steady. Again, in a world of instant everything, we need to be reminded that spiritual insight and maturity is a lifelong process, slow and steady. Disciples are made via the crock pot method rather than the microwave approach. Again, disciples are made via the crock pot method rather than the microwave approach. It is normal and healthy to recognize that people are in various stages of progress toward Christ likeness. The 4 challenges of Jesus, shown as 4 chairs, which we just read, which we just saw right here on the right, if you look on the screen. So there's 1 chair, "Come see." 2, "Follow me." 3, "Fish for people." 4, "Go bear fruit." Says the 4 challenges of Jesus, shown as 4 chairs, represent the intentional moving of individuals, a disciple-making pathway toward Christ likeness. So that is, I guess, pretty much the introduction to the 4 challenges of Jesus, right here by Dr. Dan Spader from the book Four Chair Discipling. So that was the introduction, and then the next chapter is going to be, the first chapter is going to be called "Come and See." So I'll go ahead and finish the video now, and then the next video coming up will be, so if you guys see the video on your playlist or on Facebook, you see "Come and See," then you'll know that I've done this chapter. I haven't done it quite yet, but I'm going to. I plan on doing it right now, actually, after I close this and then put it up on YouTube. So I will be reading "Come and See" here shortly. Thank you.